for what we do, we kind of have to tell them what they need because a lot of times in our industry, like they're lost, like in video production and in advertising, they don't know, like I said, they don't know what 4K even means. They don't know what testing, A/B testing even means. So we have to tell them, it's our job to tell them, hey, here's option A, here's option B, based off of my experience and based off of your industry, I think you should go with option A. Like we have to decide for them because then that's where a lot of production companies miss the mark is they give them too many options.
Overwhelm them.
You know, think about it. Like if you give a 5-year-old 5 different flavors of ice cream and you say, hey, choose one, they're going to be confused. Versus if you give a 5-year-old vanilla and chocolate, they're going to be like, okay, vanilla. All right, I like vanilla. And it's way easier for the child to decipher which ice cream they want between A and B. That's what we have to do. That's our job to tell them, this is what you need to do. Here's option A. Here's also option B. I know from my experience, you will get better results from option A.
100%.
And you have to be confident in that.
If you want to get an idea of like what production's going on in your area, like if you want a quality production from someone like from a production company that like Levi has, go on Facebook Ads Library and then have a tab up for that and then have another tab up with your industry competitor, say locally or nationally, and then type their names into the Facebook Ads Library and see if they're running ads or see what type of ads they're running. And you do that, you're going to likely get excitement because likely someone in your industry, in this case, a landscaping or tree cutting company, you're going to see that the production quality is at a very low scale to close to non-existent. And that's going to give you excitement to figure out or
differentiate yourself from everyone else. That's the key you were talking about.
Yes.
And I want to talk about that for a second because we see a lot of like advertisements that are just like whatever, we'll film it on our phone and the quality's not there. It's just like saying, hey, I'm Bob and I work at this plumbing company. Use us today and this is the number you call.
It's low emotion.
No emotion. There's no emotion in a lot of advertising. And when you go to the Facebook ad library, I do that a lot too, by the way. When you go to the Facebook ad library and you look up people in your industry, like local businesses, all of them are like that. Now, if you go to YouTube and you search up best commercials 2023, that's what I recommend you do. Because then you'll see actually what works. Like if you look at any Coca-Cola commercial or like Modelo, for example, if you watch NFL on Sunday, you see a lot of Modelo commercials. Notice how the product is barely in the shot ever. It's never in the shot. But what is in the shot is people having fun and smiling and clinking their drinks, and it's the feeling you get from buying that product. And that's what needs to be in your advertising. It's not the number you need to call. It's not the call to action. It's the showing the feeling that you get when you buy your product or service. That's the key.
No, 100% agree. And like you hit it on the head. Like if you're trying to advertise or do production or you're working with a company of in comparison of what we do, people don't want to know where to buy. They know that, but you need to give them reason, why to buy. And that comes down to the culture, the atmosphere, and the overall story that you might be telling. There's a lot of indirect things that you're not including in your production that would help people walk into your door. It's not always by myself because news, you're asking for the sale as well as everyone else is asking for the sale because everyone's making a commercial that's saying buy, but there is no why.
They don't need to know where to buy and like what number to call. They're going to find that. If they really resonate with your product and they want it, they're going to find it. Just think about yourself. When you want a product, when you see a cool product on like TikTok or scrolling through social media, you're like, oh my God, I need to find that. And you immediately go on Amazon, you do your researching. So if you do that, everyone else does that too. Stop worrying about, oh, here's the website you need to type in or here's the number you need to call. That kind of matters, but not so much as the full feeling you get from buying it. If you can get people excited about buying your product or service and you can show that in your videos, then that's how you're going to get people to want to frantically find you, and they're going to reach out already wanting to buy.
Oh, 100%.
That's the key.
Yep. And customer testimonials is like a perfect example of something that you don't necessarily need to sell. It's nothing that's being sold. It's just more so a story that's just being told. It's just, you're just hearing what people, how a product or service was an impact in that person's life.
Yeah.
And a compound of consistently having those like stack of stories. Like think of a library. You walk into a library and your business has its own library, and it's just a directory of actual testimonies, not just those text testimonies that we've all used before, or as a company, or you have that agency that uses, but like video testimonies of customers that already use your products, some that you know that already love your services, and try to exchange some type of value where you can make it a regular thing. Because if you serve, let's say 10, 20 clients a day, or 10, 20 clients a week, to let's say maybe 50 clients a month that actually make a transaction with your business, why don't you have 40 to 50 video testimonies just compiled, if not posted on a consistent basis, advertised on a consistent basis, just at that level, not even at a high production standpoint, where you have that, where people are browsing, they can see somebody that might look like them, walk like them, talk like them. But that's not a sell. It's a story. That's
it's a matter of writing it in your process.
Yep.
To saying, after we're done serving the client.
Yep.
2 weeks after we're done serving the client, we ask them to do a testimonial video for us. It's as simple as writing that into your process. And the worst they could say is no.
Yep.
But if you did a great job for them, they're most likely going to say yes. And I think you're going to be surprised. It's just people are afraid to ask, hey, can you get in front of a camera? Because getting in front of a camera is kind of daunting. And
that's why you got to dress it in a very
they're afraid to ask their clients that much. They think it's too big of an ask, but it's really not. And I have video testimonials. You have video testimonials.
Yep.
It is 1,000% worth it. And it's something you can put in your proposals to show other clients your video testimonials. It's something you can put in newsletter, social media. You can use video testimonials for a lot of things.